we discussed about the role of a product manager when we actually go to the market, bring all the inputs, and then we give it back to the engineering team to say that, okay, this is how it has to be done. And then in a typical product company, I work with G Healthcare, so our product comes out, it takes around 2 to 3 years. The point what you raised actually, within 2 to 3 years, there are a lot of technology changes. And what we have seen is if we try to do something at that time, try to change the specifications during the development time, our development cycle actually gets extended. So what is the suggestion, what we should do during that particular time as a product manager?
So question is me.
How do you handle technology changes when you have a long cycle like you're talking about?
Yeah, so hopefully, you're picking picking a technology and product where they are matching in the sense that technology is also going to live long enough, hopefully, right? And picking example from, real life example, we actually did bet on Flash, Adobe Flash, for the set-top box products. And we did invest a lot, right? And one fine day, it was announced that it will not be supported anymore on the set-top boxes, right? So this happens. And I think as a product manager, the question is to evaluate how much investment has already gone in, what is going to be the return of that, and if you don't see continuing, because you always had an option of doing the development in-house without the support of Adobe, and you have to evaluate if that is going to be a costly affair and what is the return on investment, and is that going to, the return is going to continue over a period of time, and if the answer is no, just pull the plug. So I think, and this we learned from Ramesh also, many times the product manager's job is to say no, and how you say no, how often you say no, right? And that's really critical, because you don't want company to keep investing on something that doesn't make sense. But I think technology changes, yes, but you have to continuously keep evaluating if the investment is still worth it.
You have the same problems with your short cycles. Actually, he asked of technology cycles, but it would also happen in the market.
Absolutely. So
competition.
Absolutely. So there are some areas where we are not sure, of the success. For example, one feature that we're planning to release soon is express shipping, paid express shipping, right? So we don't know exactly, we don't know whether it'll be a success or a failure. But the approach we've taken is to pilot, approaches where not too much system changes take place. And again, may not be applicable in your case, but one other product manager that I know of uses this terminology, FACO backend. Put up a front end, try to do it manually, try to create a process around that. Don't invest too much, but try to experiment in a way where you can get quick feedback. So, and then, based on that, you go ahead, you move ahead or not. Now again, for your problem, I can think of two approaches. One is this quick experimentation and pilot. The second would be to make the platform extremely configurable. So, try to isolate things that can be made configurable, and then try to see if the things that change can be plugged onto that platform. Again,